Nice and pull with this thing. Hi everyone, how are we doing? It's Charlie, and I wanted to say hello, greetings, salutations, and all that wonderful fun stuff. Great to be back. I'm doing a video here for everyone. This is one of my, this is a November, I have two for November. So, I have been kind of been under the radar lately. We have some issues going on, so other than that, I'm ready to talk to you about a book I read. So anticlimactic, right? Alright, but no, this is another one of those self-help books, Speaking from Spirit. Now, if you don't like these, please let me know, and I won't talk about them anymore, and whatnot, things like that. If I say that again. Alright, so this one is written by RoseMarie Cappiello. I'm butchering it, I apologize. She's a Jersey girl. She's a very gifted medium, and she was, I believe, a teacher in, I believe, she was, she was a physical education teacher. So, not my class. I will sit through pre-algebra again before going to gym. Yeah, she's a, okay, so, and since she's been doing, she's been working this capacity for since 2000, and she's had many thousands, it says here, of readings throughout and demonstrations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. So it's, I'm not going to show her because I don't want to whatever, but very gifted person. I read this book. It took me actually a long time. Like I said, I'm going through a lot. I'm in paralegal school. Hooray! So that's a lot of other reading. Wills and trusts. Throw that out the window. Anyway, this divided into, I believe, 4 parts here. Each part is, one... First, I'm going to start... Let me preface by saying, I never used my religion as a shield or as a... or anything like that. I am not the type of person to say, I don't do that. I'm open. Actually, since reading these books, I've even realized I'm even more open, which I want to be. I don't want people to ever look at me and say, you're a hypocrite, and that would be, because that would be hard for me to swallow, and then I would have to go back, look in the mirror, and say, you were called a hypocrite, what are you going to do about it? That's not how I want to be. I like to be open. I actually had a little side quest here. Many years ago, somebody told me I can go to hell for reading these dirty books, and I said, well, we're all living in hell. And we had a little debate. So, enough of that. We were able to have a meeting of the minds halfway through the conversation. But, there's about 22 stories, all from different people, from all different throughout time, through the 20s. There's one woman, she was an aspiring actress, and her name was, I believe her name was Blanche, and unfortunately not from our favorite beloved show, Golden Girls, but all of these people had something to give to humanity, to mankind. One of them was a high schooler. I'm going to use fictitious names now. Mason. He was a high schooler. He OD'd on what was called tar. It's heroin. And he felt what he did to his family, so he was able not to cross over as peaceful. He went to the school, obviously in spirit. Teachers knew, students knew, it was just silence. He felt nothing crossing over, even though that's not the best way to go. But it was, it was on his soul, and he had to, on his conscience, and he had to find a way to see past that, and forgive himself, so he could move on toward heaven, nirvana, the afterlife, whatever you like to know it as. I call it the land of drums and food. But anyway, this person in particular, it really stuck out to me, because when you're in high school, you're going through a lot, and most of us have already done that, gone through high school. If not, good luck. Do band. So there's another, he was able to, again, there was a student praying for him in the middle of class one day, and 2 other students as well. They just, without even knowing it, all up here. Prayer could be the sign of the cross, it could be holding the door for somebody, helping somebody pick up something that they dropped. It could be anything like that. And these were people who were just sitting there taking their notes, like, I hope Mason crosses over peacefully and blah, blah, blah. I hate this class. And just those thoughts were able to release him. One other person I'm going to talk about was it was from 1997. He was a person who was in a street gang. At 17, he crossed over. This was in Los Angeles. I don't know if there's actually police reports about these people who have gone over, but again, this is somebody who was thrown out of the house when they were, I believe they were 12 or 11 or 12. School said, you're done, forget it. They had their own little hangout. They started off petty offenses, taking candy and maybe this and that, to bigger offenses, which we would call felonies. And this is somebody who had the medium. What she does, I don't mean to deviate, I'm sorry. She will open up her room, basically, or the house or wherever, and the spirits would come to her. And that's what would happen. So this spirit presented himself to her, and they just spoke about who they are and what they've done and what they failed, things like that. I hate saying that. I don't mean to, but one of my last videos, every other sentence was and things like that, and I wanted to just cry. So I'm going to just summarize this book right now with a 5 out of 5. Again, it's speaking from spirit, inspiring stories and messages from those who have passed on. One last thing, like I said, there's a range of people who, this one woman, she lived where there was no such thing as women's rights, and she became so active. She was the type of person who was not complacent. She said if people were complacent, they were fine. Men made all the decisions and all the choices. Well, she was not the complacent type, and she was, she was suffered for it. But she was able to push and push and push. And I don't remember her entire story here, but it is in here. Again, like I said, 5 out of 5. Very good read, very compelling. And as Josh would always say, thank you, and for now, keep reading. I'll see you next time. I read that chapter.